Hello friends, welcome to the session on PHP programming. In this session, we will discuss how to perform form handling in the PHP programming language. We know that whenever we write any HTML code, then we can always make the use of the forms to send the data to the server. And whenever this data is being sent to the server, then this data is processed at the server. And then the action is being refunded back to the client computer. So in this session, we will see how we can write the PHP code in order to send the data to the server. And also when it is processed at the server, then how can we receive the data at the client computer. Friends, as you know that you are viewing this session on my YouTube channel, and you can subscribe to the channel so that you can watch many other videos on the various topics of the subjects of electronics and computer science. So let us start the session. How to perform form handling in the PHP programming language. We know that forms are used in order to collect the user information. So when we design the form, it is possible that we can add into the form the text fields. We can add into the form several buttons so that the user can enter the information. And this information, which is entered by the user, can be sent to the server for further processing. It is possible that by using the PHP code, we can process this information at server, because we know that PHP is a server-side scripting language. And whatever the results are there of the processing, those results can be sent back to the user. So for example, we will consider a simple HTML code, where in the HTML code, we have written form action is equal to first form.php. So we need to create this file, PHP file, in order to perform the action. And the method that is being used in this case for sending the data is the post method. So there are two methods. Either you can use post method or you can use get method. Suppose we are using the information such as name and address, and you will find that we will add the button such as submit button, and then we will close the form and we will close the body of the HTML and the HTML code itself. So whenever you type this code and whenever you run this code in a browser, then you will find that such type of the window will be displayed, where the user now can enter the name and the address, and then it can click on the submit button so that the data will be sent to the server. So whether when user fills the form and when you click on the submit button, then the form data is being sent to the server for further processing. And this processing is being achieved by using the file first form.php. So the form data is being sent via the HTTP post method. So in this example, we have used the post method to send the data. Now we will write the corresponding PHP code in order to process the data. Now this is our simplest type of the form. So what I will do is that we will simply process the data and we will send the data back to the client by making the use of the echo statement in the PHP. So this is a PHP code where you will find that we have made the use of the underscore post name, where you will find that we can make the use of the name, then we can make the use of the address. So the message that will be displayed will be welcome, then the name, and then your address is and then we are sending or echoing the data of address. So when you execute this PHP code in the proper PHP environment, then you will find that the submitted data will be displayed on the screen, such as welcome followed by the name, and then the words your address is, and then the address will be displayed. So one can observe here that we have made the use of the post to get the data of the form field whose name attribute is the name. So this statement is used to get the data of which the name attribute is name. Post method is being used in order to send the unlimited amount of information. And post method will also support the advanced functionality. But the bookmarking of the page is not possible by using the post method because the variables are not displayed in the URL. So another way of sending the data is by using the get method. In get method, all the variables are visible to the everyone, and therefore the bookmarking of the page is possible. But get method will limit the amount of the data up to 1024 characters to be sent. Also, when we use the get method, then we need to send only non-sensitive data, because the sensitive data such as the passwords should not be sent by the get method. It should be sent only by the post method. So this is another example where we will make the use of the get method. So here you will find that the PHP code is there. Here we will make the use of the welcome, and then we will get the name, and then we will get the age. And in the HTML code itself, we have written the PHP code where we will make the use of the method get. We will display the name, we will display the age, and then we will ask the user to submit the data, and we will end the form and body and HTML code. So here one can observe that the PHP code is included in the HTML code itself. So this is also possible. So when you execute this code in the proper PHP environment, then the output that will be displayed is something like this: welcome followed by the name, then the message your age is, and whatever the age is being entered will be displayed on the screen. So one can observe that the PHP provides get associative array to access all the sent information by using the get method. Also, one can observe that the PHP file is enclosed in the same file by using the form action PHP and underscore PHP self. So thank you, friends. Hopefully you have understood how to send the data to the server, and how to process the data at the server, and how to get back the processed data on the client computer by using the PHP code. Thank you all for viewing the session.